Alright guys, how's it going? It is Wednesday Day, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys a review of the first book in the Assassin's Creed series of novels, which are written by Oliver Bowden. We're going to be having a look at the first one, Assassin's Creed Renaissance. And this is going to be in the order of release, not in chronological order in terms of the timeline in history, which these books are set in. But this book, the first book ever released, was released alongside Assassin's Creed 2, and it follows the story of Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed 2, and it basically tells basically a retelling of Assassin's Creed 2. Only Ezio's in this book. There's no Desmond, there's no Animus, there's nothing related to that. Just completely an Ezio dedicated novel and story. And for the most part, it pretty much delivers. It's not my favourite book in the entire series, but it holds up pretty well. It makes a couple of changes from the game into the book, just for, because the novel, and take out some things that are included in the game. And there's actually some pretty interesting parts that are included in the book. I can't actually recall what they are from the top of my head, because it's actually been more or less 2 years since I actually read this book. So the review may not be perfect, but I can still remember some things that I might have realised that were not present in Assassin's Creed 2. One of the main things that I actually noticed is that this is from the ending. When Ezio meets Minerva, the goddess from the first civilization, from those who came before, she's actually talking, but it's not... if I can remember, she's not actually talking to Desmond. She's talking to Ezio, but it more or less focuses on Ezio than what Minerva's trying to say. It just keeps mentioning Ezio's very it's as if he's dreaming. If I can actually remember, he's actually treated as if he's actually dreaming, and that's actually how the next book starts, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which is the second in the series, and that follows Ezio again. But there's a couple of things in here I really liked. Some of the quotes were very good. It was such a brilliant tale told in Assassin's Creed 2, the game, not Renaissance. Assassin's Creed 2 was so well told. The beginning of Ezio's story, from his birth right up until his early 40s when he went to the Vatican, and that's where Assassin's Creed 2 ended. But it doesn't include Ezio's birth. This book just starts when he's 17 years old and he goes to fight Vieri de' Pazzi and his guys. And then, it just takes the whole tale from Assassin's Creed 2 and includes it, takes it from there, basically. And I remember, you guys may probably remember Christina, which is Ezio's first love interest ever. And I think that was the best love interest that Ezio's ever had. I might say Sophia might be a little bit... I wouldn't say she's the most perfect relation or most perfect woman for Ezio to fall in love with, but I think Christina still holds some special... I think she's still the perfect woman for Ezio, even though she dies. But she has a different second name as portrayed in the book. I can't actually remember what it is, but when you guys read the book, and if you haven't played Assassin's Creed 2, well, if you're not really into the Assassin's Creed games, and you really want to know the story, even though you want to know the story, pick up the Assassin's Creed Renaissance book. You're missing out on the Desmond Miles story. You've been warned. There's no Desmond story arc in this book, which is, for the most part, very good. I don't really mind if Desmond's not in the book, as long as we're getting a really nicely detailed story, which is a retelling basically of AC2 with some minor additions to make the story a bit more, interesting, and, well, for hardcore Assassin's Creed fans, even more interesting than we originally knew. That's basically what it is. It's a 500-page book. Yes, and we've got... The cool thing about these novels, get the Italian words in the after the story ends, and it actually tells you what each word means in Italian. So, if you want to learn some Italian, guys, these are the books for you. But more or less you learn the swear words and some of the words you would never use when making a one-on-one conversation with someone in Italian. But yeah, this review was not perfect. It's been over 2 years since I read this book. But if I had to rate this book, I would probably give it 7.5 out of 10. It is more or less definitely not the best book in the series. I would put it at maybe the... It's not number one. It'd be my number 5. Yes, number 5 book in the series. It's nowhere as close to what the following books I'm going to say are. How good they are. The Secret Crusade, Revelations, and Forsaken. Those 3 books are brilliant. The other 3, yeah, they're good, but they don't hold up as well to my personal 3 favourites that have been released so far in the series. But if you really want to learn something about Assassin's Creed, maybe you're new to the series, or you haven't heard about the series in your life, but you really want to learn what the story is all about, well, some parts of it, more or less just the Desmond's ancestors' stories. Definitely pick up Assassin's Creed Renaissance, written by Oliver Bowden. And if you really want to know what the story is about before you pick up, I will put some links in the description below to the Assassin's Creed wiki, in case you're interested and want to know more about the story and the plot before you actually go and pick it up in a local bookstore. And I'll put some links in the description below for the best prices on where you can pick up Assassin's Creed Renaissance. If you have a Kindle device, you will actually be able to purchase the book on the store, along with the other Assassin's Creed books. They're all available on the Kindle app. And well, that's basically all I have to say for today, guys. I give Assassin's Creed Renaissance a 7.5 out of 10. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for more Assassin's Creed book reviews coming very soon to the channel. The next review will be covering Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, the novel, and then following that will be the Secret Crusade, Revelations, Forsaken, and Black Flag. All in preparation for the new novel coming this fall, Assassin's Creed Unity, which will be following the Assassin's Creed Unity plot, as I presume. That's why I believe it will follow, obviously, the Unity plot. So guys, stay tuned for more Assassin's Creed content coming very soon, and I will see you guys in the next video. So take care, bye bye for now, and remember, nothing is true and everything is permitted. And remember to stay in sync with me. It's Relentless HD. Take care and bye for now.